our seniors on the football team. Dylan, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, Coach. How are you?
Oh, thank you. How you been hanging in with this COVID?
It's been crazy, but hanging in there.
What you been doing?
We've been lifting, fishing a lot, and that's about it. Just getting ready for college.
How's that? I heard you guys built a weight room with Pedersen's. How's that?
Oh, it's sweet. We got
Is it?
everything in there. Yeah, we got a slide around, and we got basically everything that a real gym has, and there's no crowds.
Nice. I gotta go visit that place. I gotta check it out. All right, so for everyone listening here today, Dylan Bauer is our running back, was our starting tailback last year at Park City High School. One of the top, I don't know where you ended up, number 2 or 3 in the state rushing yards. I think he ended up about 55 yards from 2,000. I'm gonna blame that on Dalton. He could have had 2,500 if we had played him. We're not a lot of other high schools that, chase the stats, and there are countless second halves that Dylan didn't play in. So if we were just about the stats, there are a lot of high schools around the state that'll play their starters all game long. He'd have had 24, 25, 2,600 yards. So we try to focus on developing as many kids as possible. So when the game's out of reach, which Dylan put a lot of them out of reach for us, he got to sit down and have some water and chat with folks, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's Dylan Bauer. So let's start from the beginning. When was your first year of football? When did you start?
It was 7th grade.
7th, all right.
Yeah, all my friends were playing it, and everyone was telling me I have to play, and I finally went one summer, and I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, I was on the ski team, but it was so fun.
You were on the ski team. Yeah, I remember kind of pestering you at those youth lacrosse practices. You got to come out for football. You got to come out for football. And
yeah, you were doing that, and Coach Bauer was doing that.
Yep, that's good. So the first year, I'm trying to think the difference of the 7th grade year. What was the year that we used to come down and scrimmage you guys? Remember that? When Kirby and I would come down?
I was 8th grade year because McKnight was playing.
Gotcha. That's right. McKnight was on that team.
You guys would beat us. It's sad.
Yeah, I don't recommend this for other youth coaches, but I was coaching, I guess, the 7th grade A team. And Dylan, you were on the C team, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'll bring with that. So we would go down, and you're not supposed to, but we would go down and scrimmage the 8th, or go up and scrimmage the 8th grade C team. And we had so much fun with you.
Yeah,
that was a blast. Those were some good times. We'd sneak down there and scrimmage and then run back to our practice field. That was fun. So you started in 7th grade, and did you play on the, quote, C team both years?
Because McKnight came the next year, and I just wanted to play with him. Yeah. So
that was all my friends. It was good. Yeah. What position you played? What positions did you play in youth?
Linebacker and running back.
All right. Yep, I remember that. That was good.
I played like fullback the first year.
Yeah, you played the 3-back. Right? Who played your? Who played your 1-back? Was it Hoagie?
I think it was Hoagie. Yeah, I think it was Hoagie.
That's what I thought. Tell any advice for kids kind of wondering, should I play youth football? Is it worth it? I don't know. What would be your advice to them, Bill?
I would say definitely do it. It was a ton of fun, and you just create relationships that I thought I'd never have really. And if you play lacrosse, you're only with the lacrosse kids. You should really branch out and see other sports. And if you're trying to play college, you should definitely play 2 or more sports, because some coaches don't even look at you if you don't. So
you found that to be true in your recruiting for lacrosse?
Yeah, definitely. All the coaches, their second, third question is, what other sports do you play?
Yep.
And they just talk. My coaches at Hopkins usually just talk to me about my football. I really didn't talk about lacrosse after I committed. So they're just asking about football and everything like that, and skiing and stuff.
That's good. Coach, kids take heed, because obviously this kid just got recruited and he's heading to Johns Hopkins to play lacrosse. And as he said, one of the top lacrosse coaches in the country kept asking about second sport. It's key to do that. And then I also want to bring up, here's a good example. Dylan Bauer's all-state running back, arguably probably one of the best running backs we've ever had at Park City High School. and he played on the C team for 2 years. It doesn't matter what teams you play on in youth. Go out there, have some fun, be with your boys. I used to give that speech to the freshmen all the time. Like, some of you kids that aren't starting will be all state as juniors and seniors. And that's exactly what happened. We had one in particular. I remember, one kid didn't start on D, and he ended up starting his sophomore year on varsity and became all state as a junior. So it just, don't get caught up in what team you're on in the youth and all that kind of stuff, because there's some politics going on down there. When you get to the high school, everything will work out for itself, Talk a little bit about the passing league. What exposure have you had to the passing league?
I coached it the first year, and what is it, 2 years or 3 years now that it's going on?
It's 3.
Yeah, I've coached it every year, and I never got to play in it, but it's always been so fun. Just like,
you enjoy
barbecue, football, just music. Everyone's out there having a good time, and it's actually like super useful for like receivers, quarterbacks, and they were like working on their timing, working on their route running, throwing, all that. I think it's just like a good, just like another outlet to get more work in, and it's super fun, and it's like not serious at all.
And then they get to meet you. They get to meet the high school kids, because obviously the high school players are coaches, so you get to meet the kids. The kids get to meet you and get the
they get to play in front of the high school coaches too, and they can get on their radar for when they get to high school. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a win-win for everyone.
Yep. All right, now talk about your transition. So obviously you played that youth ball is fun, and then you transition up to freshman. How was that transition for you from youth to freshman?
It was a ton of fun, because like we had like 60 kids. How many kids tried out? Like a bunch.
I think we had about 60 kids on that freshman team.
Yeah, it was a ton of, everyone was like super competitive, and like our team was good, and it was definitely a transition from going from C team football to even freshman high school. Like the first game we played against a JV. They had like seniors on their team too, Cypress team. They're huge.
That's right. That was our first game that year. They were good.
Yeah. And they hit way harder than anyone we've ever played. Well, maybe not for some of the A-team kids, because they played Granger and all that. But for me, I was like, damn, that's like
that was quite an introduction. I remember that team, and I remember that game, and
I remember talking. I was like, is every game gonna be like this? Like, we're gonna be out of numbers soon.
Yeah, we got banged up, but we won it.
Oh yeah, it was sick. But the transition was definitely noticeable. But I think everyone was super we all we're already in the weight room, so I think we're ahead of what we would have been without it. So yeah, I think we were pretty good.
So deep, because that was my first year from youth to high school coaching, and the one thing that stuck out to me after the first game is those games are long. I mean, wow.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, it felt like over twice as long as a youth game. It was like halftime. Halftime. It's supposed to be over right now. So it helped that we had all these numbers and we had a lot of good football players.
Yeah,
we didn't have a lot of kids going both ways, and that really helped through that.
Yeah, I think everyone was used to playing both ways, and then we only played. Well, some kids played both ways, but I never played both ways all 4 years. I just played running back.
Yep, I do remember. And that freshman year was, I'm sure, fun on you, but also to tell the youth. I mean, I almost felt bad. I think you played your freshman year probably, 2 second halves? It was that game.
Yeah. Didn't you keep us in for like the last game or something? I played like quarterback.
Did you? I may have goofed off a little bit here and there.
The Logan game, I mean.
Yeah, most of the games, I remember you were next to me by halftime, like, help me coach, because this thing's over, and you've already scored 5 touchdowns. So that's
yeah, we did. We were putting teams away early. Definitely. It was a ton of fun, though. That freshman year was, I remember.
Yeah, that's good. That was fun. I'll never forget that year, too. So then tell me about transition from freshman up to varsity.
Well, I went from freshman to JV from my freshman to sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just kind of one step up from freshman. I didn't really notice. I thought I was going to play some varsity, but I didn't at first. But I was just ready for like varsity, so I was expecting more, I guess. But it was definitely tougher than freshman because you don't have like all your like some of our best players went and played varsity, like Chase, Carver, Jimmy. Like our numbers are pretty light, and like Pauly went up too. A bunch of kids went up, so everyone was just kind of. We just had fun, and we were really just trying to play on Friday nights. If we're being honest.
Yeah, that's what
Everyone's trying to
it's about, going out there and showing the coaches that you're ready for Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely.
About having some fun. And
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit. I know you touched a little bit on multi-sports, but tell me how kind of football helped your lax, or more importantly, your lax helped your football and vice versa, and why you would recommend to kids to make sure they kept doing more sports. More on top of just the coaches are looking for it, how do you think it helped you that you were playing multi-sports through high school?
I think that like if you can grow your like athlete more or like athletic more. Like my footwork from lacrosse definitely helped me in football, and like I have like a fast burst which was from lacrosse. And then football helped my lacrosse because I got a lot tougher and I got like more physical in lacrosse from football because football is just very physical, as everyone knows. And they definitely, I feel like they go hand in hand because they definitely do like different stuff, but you have to have good footwork, good speed, good toughness, good vision too. Like in lacrosse, you gotta have good vision. In football, you definitely have to have good vision as a back. So I think it went hand in hand.
Nice. All right, so you would highly recommend, whether it be track, basketball. I mean, I love lacrosse, whatever it is, they just help each other, don't they?
Yeah, you just have to grow as an athlete, I think. And if you just focus on one sport, you're just gonna be like super one-dimensional,
Yeah.
and that's what coaches see. So,
Perfect.
and even if you're not trying to play college, you just gotta be. Everyone wants to be the best they can be, so you might as well do it. And it's more fun. Get to go from season to season and actually enjoy high school for what it is.
Yeah, I love it. All right, now let's talk about. All right, so you finally, hit the varsity field. Do you remember your first varsity game?
Yeah,
Did you stand
we
out?
played. We finally got Wasatch back on the schedule, so we were like all super pumped up, and we're all. I'm not gonna lie, we're all pretty nervous because we've never like some of us have played in a varsity game, but like we knew that our class was like pretty special, and our team could be like pretty good, really good, and Wasatch is a good team too. So we were like, well, let's go see what we're about. And then I remember just like it was just super like physical the first, like so physical, and we were all like, I remember we got the lightning stopped, and I was like, my ribs and everything were just destroyed. And we walk in the locker room, and then coach is like, we're going back out there after the lightning. I remember I was like, I don't know about this. And then Coach Gardner was like, well, we're gonna play in the morning, and we're all like barely walking, but it was like super fun. It was definitely, I'll remember that for like probably the rest of my life. It was crazy,
Right.
and there were so many people there, like so many people.
Yeah,
And
that was
then we just,
environment. And you guys actually grew up during that game. You guys looked like you started tentative, like, oh, we're supposed to be here. And by the time the game was lightninged out, you guys were kind of rolling.
yeah, definitely. It was, we just got the butterflies out of us because I remember I was really nervous for that, but it was super fun. Once the first whistle blows, you're fine. It's
Yep.
just like, it's just another football game, so on a different level. You just got to bring it. It was fun. I remember we started out that season pretty slow. We got smoked by Logan, smoked the second game of the year, and then we kind of turned it around. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we
But it
were.
was definitely a transition starting varsity. But it was a ton of fun.
And then we started a lot of juniors that year. And it's
Yeah, I think we only had like 4 seniors, and some quit. So yeah, it was super junior based team.
fun though. So tell me, all right, do you have a best memory of high school football? A play, a game, whatever it may be.
Um, Probably the first play of the semifinal game when we took it to the house.
That's right.
That
You
was sick.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite play in football. That was sweet.
All right.
Or probably the snow canyon game. That was insane.
Why?
It was just we were just come here. It was just like we didn't have Jack, and it was just like a complete like battle. Like it was a bloodbath. And then like we're just everyone was hitting super hard. I ran someone over, and then my only fumble of the year that game came at the worst time. But our defense, it was the best part about that was our defense winning it for us. I was like, oh my God, it's lost the season for us, and then our defense just clutched up, which was sweet. But that game was, I think if you ask anyone on the team, that was probably like one of the most physical games we played. So I think that was my favorite one.
How about do you have a worst memory or play?
That fumble for sure.
But what, you had one fumble your entire high school career?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the one time I remember you put that thing on the carpet. I'm like, oh my God, no way that just happened.
I know, but I knew I think I knew our defense had. I didn't freak out too bad.
No, I remember what I told you. I remember I said, hey buddy, you're going back out there. You still got to win the game for us. We're going to get a stop here. And then you went back out after we made the stop and got a key first down and put the thing away.
Yeah, it was. I was super sad after that moment, but I'm just glad we won that because I knew our season wasn't going to end like that.
No, that was good. So looking back on it, before we get to college, what do you think you'll miss most about high school football?
Honestly, just like being with my friends like every single day, because I don't think people really know how much like you build relationships during football. Like you're with your friends from 7 a.m. in the summer till 7. Well, you go home, but everyone just hangs out anyway. You basically see each other 12 hours straight every single day from July till November.
Yeah.
And it's just like, there's nothing like it really. And football is like the ultimate team game for sure because you can't have one good player. You got to have at least some solid players everywhere. It was just the like friendships I made are just like what I'll definitely remember most, and all the memories for sure. But it was a ton of fun.
What's going to surprise you is, heck, I'm 55 years old, and I still to this day, on a regular basis, like weekly, not like once a year, I'll be talking to a buddy back from high school, and inevitably high school football come up, whether it be 2-a-days and summer camp or a big win we had or a big loss. So, yeah, you're right. You don't even know this yet, but these are relationships that, some of these memories you will have the rest of your life.
Yeah, definitely. We have like our group's super tight, I think, still. And I bet we still will be from 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
Yeah, you guys had a very, very special group. The senior class will be dearly missed. So tell me about what was your thoughts of any special memories from Rice Eccles? Because that's pretty special. Not everyone's going to get that experience.
Yeah, so my junior year, I was like suspended for when we got to Rice Eccles after we beat Skyview. I was suspended for that game, so I didn't get to actually play in Rice Eccles my junior year, which was not ideal. But I think going down to the semifinal game this year, I was just like I was so hyped up. Like it was sick. And then like to score on the first play there, and like we dominated that team. It was sick. And like it's just it's the same feel, but it does not feel like the same feel. You got like the cameras on you, and you're like looking up at it. It feels like a big league game. So and there's a bunch of people there. Yeah. And it gets pretty loud, but it was a ton of fun. It was that's something I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure. And like we just like everyone was so juiced up for the game. Like in the locker rooms, you could just feel it. Like you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Brady's over there blaring his music, and everyone just it was sweet. Definitely something I'll remember.
That's awesome. All right, one last thing. We can't stop talking about high school football. What were your thoughts of the Dilly Dilly chant?
I liked it at first.
so we're back with Dylan. Sorry about that. You like that dilly to begin with, but then it started getting a little old.
Yeah, so in the huddle, I kind of got all my teammates to look at me and just be like, you could tell they're just like, and they just give me some crap for it. So I liked it at first, but then I was just getting so much crap from the kids on the team. So I was like, I don't want to hear this anymore.
It was funny because I didn't really, when the game was close, I guess they played it a lot. Of course, I would never hear it. And it would just be where I could put my guard down at the very end of a game, like, oh, all right, we've won it. And all of a sudden I'd hear, I was like, that's awesome. So I loved it when I heard it, but I don't think I heard it a lot.
Yeah, I only heard it a few times, but my teammates definitely let me know when they heard it too much. It was pretty funny, though. Awesome. I was pretty creative.
That's good. It was very creative. All right, real quick. So once again, Dylan's off to Johns Hopkins to play lacrosse. What are your feelings there? Have you set any goals, or kind of what's your mindset heading up to Hopkins to play big time lacrosse?
My goal is just to contribute and get on the field. Really, it's been my dream since I was super young to play at this level. So I'm just gonna do whatever I can to get on the field and contribute. Hopefully, win the national championship. That's the goal.
I can tell you got a whole town of Park City. Like I know personally, I can't wait to watch, because even with like Bo, I tune in and watch those games online.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be watching. We'll all be watching you. You're gonna have a big following. It'll be fun to follow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ton of fun, and we got a pretty good team, I think. So.
Yeah, I have no doubt you guys will be loaded.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna check out with one thing called the minor minute. All right, I'm gonna ask you questions. You got to give me a quick answer. No wrong or right answer. Just the first thing comes to your mind. All right? Let me set the clock here. I don't know. We'll go a full minute. So here we go here. Stopwatch. All right, here we go. Favorite ice cream?
Mint chip.
Nice. Favorite movie?
Bad Boys.
Favorite vacation spot?
Costa Rica, probably. Nice. Or Mexico.
Favorite football team, college or pro?
Gotta go with my Bulldogs in college.
There you go.
And I gotta go with the New York Giants.
All right, I like it. Favorite football player, college and pro?
I think I gotta go with Saquon Barkley. And college, it was probably DeAndre Swift, but he's out now, so I don't really have him right now.
Yeah, I like that. Something you want to do that you've never done before?
I want to learn how to fly fish better. I'm not very good at it, so.
All right, we'll get together with Kirby this summer because he's going to do a bunch.
All right. I'm getting some waiters, so.
Good. We got extra waiters if you need them.
All right.
Any game day superstitions?
Max Alfred actually started one this year. He made me share my music with him, and we'd share AirPods, so that was pretty funny.
That seemed to work. All right, you're stuck on a desert island. You get to bring one person. Who you bringing?
Probably McKnight or Coco.
Oh,
just to hang out. We probably wouldn't try and get out of there.
I love it. All right, if you had to pick today, we'll finish up with this. What do you want to do after college for a job/career?
Something business related.
All right.
So I'm not quite sure yet, but something probably business related.
All right, cool. Awesome. Well, the minor minute's over. We went a minute and a half. That's about it. So, Dylan, I appreciate you kind of taking the time and talking, and hopefully a bunch of the youngsters kind of learn a lot of lessons from Dylan. Dylan brings a lot of lessons to the table. Joins you, doesn't give a flip what team he's on. He gets put on the C team, which we all knew was comical at the time. He didn't care. He had a blast. He kicked butt. Became, obviously, once again, you could argue the top running back ever to play at Park City High School. And once again, he's a two-sport kid going on to Johns Hopkins. I don't know if the more famous high-level lacrosse you sign with, and he's off to play lacrosse at Hopkins. So he to me personifies kind of what can happen by playing some fun youth football, being a sport kid, keeping a great attitude, and now he's off to once again colleges and play high-level lacrosse. So congratulations, Dilly. And let me tell you, it was funny. I was talking to one of the coaches the other day, and in a way, I'm looking forward a lot to next year to coach running backs because I get to coach running backs. right? Coaching Dylan was like, hey, I mean, there's not much I can tell you. You were a better running back than I ever dreamt to be. So you were just gifted kid, hard worker. You weren't a real tough kid to coach. So it'll be fun next year actually coaching someone how to be a running back.
Appreciate it, Coach.
It was fun. Alrighty, buddy. Once again, thanks again. And I'm sure I'll see you around shortly, buddy.
Yes, sir. Go Miners.
Go Miners.
We would like to thank Specialty Imaging for being a proud sponsor of the Park City Passing League. Specialty Imaging has been providing photography services in the Park City area for over 25 years. Specialty Imaging has you covered from event photography, personal or business portraits, and even drone photography. Next time you need to go beyond the camera phone, give Specialty Imaging a call.